The avalanche cycle begins with the winter's first significant snowfall. Ensuing storms deposit additional layers of snow, and together they form the winter snowpack. But these layers are not all alike. Layers from colder storms tend to be light and powdery. Layers from warmer storms tend to be heavier and wetter. And layers deposited during high winds tend to be densely packed. Throughout the winter, each flake of snow that falls undergoes a series of changes. As each grain of snow in the pack begins to transform itself, so too do the layers within the snowpack. The temperature and depth of the snow drives this change, or metamorphism. In general, if the snow is shallow and it's cold, very fragile bonds develop between the individual snow grains, and layers tend to be weak and sugary. But if the snow is deep and it's warmer, solid bonds develop between the snow grains, and layers tend to be strong and dense.
When there's no temperature gradient within the snowpack, in other words, the temperature is relatively equal throughout the entire snowpack, it's what we call equilibrium. And when snow is in equilibrium stages, it just continually forms more and more bonds, and the bonds get stronger and stronger, and the snow just continually gains strength. What happens when snow becomes facet is you put a big temperature gradient across it, a big temperature difference over a certain distance. And what happens is that water vapor moves from warm snow to cold snow, and when it's moving very, very rapidly, it metamorphoses those crystals. It changes those crystals, makes them grow larger, and makes them grow into faceted, square-looking, sparkly kind of crystals that have very poor bonds in between them.
Weak layers come in a variety of forms. Facets or sugary snow that develop near the ground are called depth hoar. Facets that form just beneath the snow surface are called near-surface facets, and facets that form on the snow surface are called surface hoar. Most avalanche accidents occur when a stronger and denser layer, called a slab, forms on top of one of these weak sugary layers. The weak faceted layer can barely support the heavy dense layer, and a skier or boarder can easily trigger an avalanche. Slab avalanches kill more backcountry travelers than any other type of avalanche.
A slab is a cohesive piece of snow that slides, and the weak layer is the weaker layer of snow underneath it. And it fractures, allowing the slab to slide down the snow. It's kind of like if you have a pile of potato chips and then you try to put a brick on top of it.